Howdy howdy, welcome back to the Crafty Grinding Channels. It's time for another round 1 cutoff prediction for Marvel Contest of Champions. Today we're looking at the new arenas for Massacre and Namor. So the first thing I always like to do is compare these or categorize these arenas to past arenas, as that allow me then to look at those past arena results to get an idea of what might happen this time. And with Massacre and feature arenas, really there's two types for old champs. Or I shouldn't say that way, really there's two types, new or old. And for old feature champs, really, there's only one kind of bracket, if you will. With new champs, I've found that there's basically two types of groups, ones that have high interest and the rest. And obviously with Massacre, he's been in the game, so that does not even qualify here. He's just falls into that old champs kind of bucket. And then with the 4-star basic arena, really there's 3 brackets, but of late really there's only 2. Used to have that high interest bracket, and if there's somebody who's going to get close, it'll be Namor. And again, I think Namor is going to get close to that high bracket, which means 3 million at the entry level. But most champs of late that are even of high interest really fall in that what I categorize as a medium bucket, which is anywhere from 2 to 3 million for the cutoff, or low, which is less than 2 million, which with Namor I don't think we're going to be anywhere close to that. So now that I've got these categorized, let's take a look at some recent results for these types of arenas. Starting first with that 4-star basic Namor arena. So you can see here with some recent champs that came in that I categorize as medium. You can see where they kind of fell, with Havoc coming in at 2.84, Captain Marvel 2.93, Nick Fury 2.7, and Human Torch 2.7. With focusing in on that Captain Marvel and Nick Fury, some of the better champs that have come into the 4-star basic arena here of late. Call Obsidian here recently, but there was some issues the first time around with the game even running with the emergency maintenance, and then the last time around there was a multiple number of 4-star basic arenas. So I think that kind of lowered, that was kind of exceptional base. That's not the norm, so I kind of threw his out. But with Nick Fury and Captain Marvel, you can see those coming in at 2.9 and 2.7. I think that's what we're going to see with Namor this time around. Now with the old 3-star feature, usually that's just above that last milestone of 640,000. And then with the 4-star feature, there's basically somewhere between 5.5 and 6 million. That's kind of what we've seen here of late. Now, Venom, he kind of, obviously he's still one of the better champs in the game, so his 5-star feature cutoff was a little bit different than the rest of these, but even MCOC, King Groot, Red Skull, they've got, and especially MCOC, I think they all have decent use in the game still, so anywhere from 5.5 to 6 million seems to be the going rate, if you will. And then with the old 5-star feature, you can see that that's anywhere from 24 all the way up to 26 with Red Skull here recently. So I really do think this is what we're going to see again, kind of like with Venom, like I was saying. I think because he's still one of a better champ. These are decent champs: MCOC, Red Skull, King Groot, even Miles Morales. Those are closer to 25 million, where with Venom they get to 30 million plus. And again, I don't think that Massacre is going to fall there. I think it's going to be closer to that Red Skull score. And again, with all of these past results, these are for the Veterans Bracket. Veterans Bracket means your account's been open for over 60 days. Beginner and Intermediate are earlier, and there's just not a lot of places across the community, anywhere across the community really, that captures that data. So this is really all based off those Veterans results. So starting with, or keeping with the veteran bracket predictions, round 1 cutoff predictions anyway, you can see that I think Massacre is going to come in at 26 million. I think we're going to see the 4-star feature coming in at 6 million, and that 26 million scores for the 5-star feature, by the way. With Namor, I think we're looking at 2.9 million. And lastly, with the 3-star feature, I think we're looking at 650,000. And these cutoffs, I always try to get within 5 to 10%. So I always like to give a grind target to get yourself even in a safer zone. Nothing's 100% safe. Nothing's guaranteed with these, as exceptions do occur. But this should give yourself a little bit more protection, give you a better chance of getting that champ you're after. I think you're going to go to 28 million for the 5-star feature Massacre, 6.5 million for the 4-star feature, 3.2 million for Namor, and lastly 700,000 for the 3-star feature Massacre. And again, these grind targets as well as predictions are for the Veterans Bracket. When it comes to the earlier bracket, again, this is a crapshoot, as there's just not a ton of data out there. Historical results to base off of, occasional from time to time, whether on my Twitter account, which is twitter.com/craftygrinding, or in the comment section of my videos. People share the results for these lower brackets, and really that's the only way I get an idea of what's going on. So I do appreciate the time that folks take to provide me that information. So if you're in one of these earlier brackets, I'd love how you do. Please let me know, either in the comment section or in Twitter. Or on Twitter, I should say. Not actually in Twitter. I don't know if that exists. But anyway, here are my thoughts for the beginner's bracket. 3-star feature, $245,000. 4-star basic, $1.1 million. 4-star feature, $1 million. Intermediate bracket, we're looking at $550,000. 4-star basic, $1.5 million. For that 4-star feature, Massacre, $1.1 million. So these are my thoughts for round 1 of Massacre and Namor. Would love to hear your perspective. Or if you have any questions, throw them down in the comment section here. Or again, you can reach out to me on Twitter. Hopefully you found this information helpful. So would really appreciate if you click that thumbs up button. Or if you like this and other videos I have on the channel and you haven't yet subscribed, I would really appreciate if you did. Thanks a lot for stopping by and have a great day.